today we are simply going to look at lies about recovery from chronic trauma. You know, the other day, a colleague was telling me, I think that people who are not learning. You see that? They are still lashing at each other. They are not greeting each other. You see that? They are withholding love from each other, meaning that they don't feel like saying hi to someone else. Even a greeting they don't want to give to someone. You see that? Yeah? So the question is, are they really not improving, or are they improving? There are people who have broken up from some relationships. They think David is a very bad boyfriend. Just giving that name. Then they leave. Now they think they're going to get a person who is different from David. If what made you get attracted to David, who is a narcissist, has not changed, the next person you're going to get attracted to, get it, after leaving David, will be another narcissist, but with a different name. Until when you deal with what made you get attracted to the wrong person, get it, you will never get attracted to the right what? Person. These are things that we need to deal with. So don't think that doesn't apply to you. Now, if you have not dealt with some of the things in your past, you're going to raise another child. And this child you're going to traumatize, thinking you're what? You're doing the right thing. Are we together? So it's important for us to pick these tools and start dealing with them. So let's look at our lie number one. Lie number one, most of us think, please come and take your seat quickly. Most of us think that our situations are hopeless. We can never recover. Now, if you don't think this about you, you're thinking this about another person. Get it? We think there are people around us here now. Get it? You can put a name. So and so, her situation, or his situation is what? Hopeless. That person may never what? Recover. Their damage is too much. That's what we think. It's a lie. Get it? It's a what? A lie. Take time to appreciate that it's a what? It's a lie. Now, we shall look at the situation. The cortex and the limbic system, now we're used to this. Your limbic system it feels, it has the emotions. You see, when the situation is bad, when you feel something is bad, you conclude it's what? It is bad. So, most of us may feel hopeless. You see that? But no situation is totally what? Hopeless. Get it? So now we're going to discuss this in the next what? No, the slide. Yeah. So most of us, when we are young, as a child, even before we learn to speak, there are circumstances that we went through that even when we cried like what? You know, there are children that tie on the tree, the adolescents, they tie on the back. Even when you kick like what? The mother is busy digging. Get it? So all your attempts of trying to change any situation will prove to you that it is hopeless. Do you understand that? You can cry because you're hungry, but you're going to cry until you sleep. No one is going to come to give you anything. Do you understand that? So as a child, your attempts to resolve trauma went in vain. And you come to a state of what? Hopelessness. If you made a mistake and mommy is beating you, however much you cried like what? They will beat you until the one beating you feels it's enough. Not because you felt it's enough. Get it? You are just at the mercy of certain people or circumstances. Now, this gets registered in your subconscious about hopeless states and situations. Now, in adulthood, you come to get a job, for example, in spring, and you get a supervisor who will behave in a certain way. or a boss. Are you getting me? Or a boyfriend or girlfriend. And your attempts at talking to this person, bringing sense to this person, does not what? Bring immediate results within your timeline or deadline. What does it take you back to? The other hopeless state when you were young. Get it, you get triggered that this is very similar to what I went through when I was young. So you now begin to think that you cannot do it, it is too much for you. But does not necessarily mean that the situation is actually what? Hopeless. It is that you've fallen back the other state. You've forgotten that you are no longer a child. You are now an adult who actually is equipped with what? With some tools. Get it, and behaviors and people around you who can now do things differently from when you were a child. That's very important. So the limbic system will feel hopeless. That's normal. But to the cortex, the difficult situation should be looked at in a different way. That's not hopeless. It is difficult, but because you have some tools and supports that now that you're an adult, you can actually change them, and there's a lot of what we call research or evidence that millions of people have actually been able to do what? To change and recover. But you need a lot of work for you to heal. Have you understood that part? So the lie that my things are hopeless, you may never recover, is not what? True. Get it? Yeah, it is not true. You need to do some work.